Okay, as a young man, how would you watch somebody defraud government $1 billion or 1 billion naira? 1 billion naira, one person. And then somebody, a first degree holder, cannot earn comfortably 50,000 naira a month. He can't even see any job. Everybody has become fraudulent. And that's a very difficult situation. Government itself is not realistic. How can government know that something is wrong, have a policy to guard such, and the government itself will go to that extent of violating its own law? Yeah, I am Dr. James Ogba Ogbonna. I'm an information gladiator.
Okay, Dr. James, welcome to our studio.
Thank you very much.
We would like to know, sir, what is social vices?
Social vices are current misbehavior among youths. It is called social because it has to do with the public and the society. That's why it is called social vices. Social vices are abnormalities that the old school were considered to be a contradiction to the new school.
Can you give us examples of these social vices?
Example of social vices. The social vices include drug addiction, smoking, premature pregnancy, armed robbery, banditry, terrorism, internet fraud, scam of all types. These are social abnormalities.
So those things that are not in conformity with our social life.
Yes. Yes, social vices are vices that are against the old norm, that the norm of the people, what people accepted as their way of life. Those things are called social vices. So what are the causes of social vices? It could be environment, it could be unemployment, it could be, a lot of things could be the reason why a lot of youths get involved in social vices.
So we have an internet fraud,
Yes.
you mentioned as one of the social vices.
Yes.
We are having it as our perspective. Can you tell us what it is, sir?
Internet fraud is simply, what's a crime? We'll start with crime. Crime is a wrong against the state, which is punishable by state. Now, when we talk about internet fraud, we are talking about a fraud that is electronically driven. A fraud that is electronically driven, electronically activated. It's not a fraud that you face me, I face you. It's not a manual fraud. It's an electronic fraud. So when we talk about electronic fraud or internet fraud, we are talking about a fraud that is done through the internet. And the big question now is, who owns the cyberspace? Because in prosecuting crime, as far as Nigerian jurisprudence in criminal law is concerned, you'll be talking about jurisdiction. So in jurisdiction, where do you start to prosecute an internet fraudster? Where? Who owns the internet? From where can you say, for example, you are in Nigeria here, you have just lured somebody or fished out somebody has been able to bring out $1 billion. $1 billion in America. Where will your prosecution start? Is it in the air? Or is it in America? Or is it where you are? So the criminal law is bisect with problem of jurisdiction when it comes to internet fraud. So internet fraud is a fraud that is done in the space. And the cyberspace is a space that no one knows who owns it. That's the problem with the internet fraud.
So basically there is no law regulating the internet.
There are laws, but the problem is when you talk about laws regulating activities or fraud, where the condition for prosecution is jurisdiction. In the internet fraud, there is no jurisdiction. Where would you say, who owns the cyberspace? Is it America that owns it? Or is it Nigeria that owns it? Or is it Japanese? Or is it Korea? So who owns the cyberspace? Because you cannot prosecute unless there is a jurisdiction. So where is the jurisdiction? So people capitalize on this for the fact that nobody owns the environment, nobody owns the airspace. So people take advantage of that. Yes.
So, can we know what causes this social vice, this internet for what makes it go into it?
Well, a lot of things are responsible for internet fraud or social vices. One of the causes is depression. Another cause is also unemployment. Another cause could be loss of parents. It could be societal, it could be psychological, it could be economical, it could be medical. So the causes of social vices are legion. But one of the causes basically is if somebody is coming from a broken home where the person seems the world has hated the person and there's no place to hide, the person may be driven into social vices, either into drug addiction or into internet fraud or just to belong. Equally, if one is not doing well in school, the person can say, okay, after all, school is a scam. And let the person do something else. And the person will be lured into one of the social vices. 3, if the person is not doing well economically, and everyone knows that money is the language of the world, it understands all languages of the world, and the one wants to belong, and one has no means of survival, no employment, even though there may be a certificate, then one might be lured into one of the social vices, which may be drug addiction, or which may be drug trafficking, which may be human trafficking, which may be terrorism, which may be banditry, which may be anything that the society abhors. So the causes of social vices are legion. As they are diverse, so are the perpetrators diverse. Yes.
Okay. Statistics shows that many youths are into it. Statistics shows that many Nigerian youths are into it, and most times, even when you offer these people something, you still find them going back to it. He said that it's a kind of addiction, and then what causes this addiction if it is an addiction?
Good. Now, basically, when you say somebody is addicted to a particular situation, it means the person cannot do without that thing. And what causes it is simply habit. Anything you do twice becomes easy. Anything. Whatsoever you do twice becomes easy. The martial artist does not break a coconut with the palm of his hand the first day. But he keeps practicing. Practice makes perfect. So if somebody is addicted to drugs, the person sniffs it the first day. Just give the person the second chance, and that's it. So practice makes perfect. Now, in this case, in this type of the case of the youths, the Nigerian youths in particular, I do not think we have a graphic data that will tell us the number of youths that are involved in various crimes. We don't have such reliability. However, the rate is so high that you can hardly get any youth who is not involved in one vice or the other. Why? There are a lot of problems. We have this issue of unemployment. If a father is employed or managing to and has 7 children, and his earning is 30,000 naira a month, he has 7 children, how on earth, what formula is he going to use to feed the 7 children? So you find out a lot of the causes are different as far as the virulence. So what I'm trying to say in effect is that it depends on the environment. It depends also the factors. The factors are many, as well as the victims are also many. So you can't actually say for certain that this is the number of Nigerian youths that are involved in drug addiction or in social vices, because we don't have such data. 2, you find out that where a lot of people are ravaged with poverty, that we eat below $1, then it's a serious situation. So I think the problem here is that everybody is just taking to be a pawn on a chessboard. Nobody matters unless you have money. So that is why a lot of youth tend to belong by doing whatever they have to do to belong by having money anyhow.